Okay, so now your final task is once you get your tables in the drawing, you don't know what your areas are for the existing site areas, for the roof, concrete and asphalt, and grass and soil, for the existing and proposed. You don't know what those areas are. So how do you find that out? Well, you got to go into CAD and leave this drawing alone. What you want to do is open your proposed base and save it with a different name. Save as Area Calcs. This is so that you don't accidentally mess up your proposed base. So as I can see in my window, I still only have my two drawings open. My site plan that I'm working on and my Area Calcs. So my Area Calcs drawing, since this is a duplicate of my proposed base, without messing up my proposed base, I can just butcher this drawing up as I please. Okay, so what the deal is, we want to find out how much area is grass and soil versus concrete and asphalt versus building. So I'll zoom into the building because that's easy. You just, if it's a polyline already, then obviously you can just go to properties and it'll tell you what the area is. And the next task is to find out how much grass there is versus concrete and asphalt. Well, I would do it this way. Is first, we don't need to see the trees. So on the Home tab, I'll go to the freeze icon and pick on the trees. Don't need to see those. We don't need to see the bearing and distance labels. So I'll pick on those. And we don't need to see the building lines and PUEs. Those will get in the way. I think we're good. Actually, we don't need these property corner symbols. Those will get in the way. Now I think we're good. Okay, so this area that is all on this west and north end, all of that's going to be grass within the property. So I am going to use the bpoly command. It stands for boundary poly. And I'm going to pick points and I'll pick inside the area. And I'm getting a crazy message. Do I really want to do this? I'll say no. Sometimes I get these error messages. Let's try that again. bpoly, pick points. If I say yes, okay, awesome, it works. So it detects, you can see it's highlighted here, it detects a internal point. So when I press enter, it produces for me a polygon. So I can pick on that and then obviously go to properties and see the area. So I would note that down because you're going to have a lot of these for the grass. And as a tip, I would suggest that, let me bring this to the front. I would suggest that you do just the grass areas. So here's another one. bpoly, pick points, enter, whoops. So there's another one. So I'm creating all of these grass islands, if you will. bpoly, pick points. There's my island. Now I got a little bit of a weird behavior, so it appears that they have a gap within my grass area, so this is not good. So I will erase this and I'll show you how to remedy that. Let's try hatch, and I don't want to make it associative. I'll try pick points here. The hatch boundary is not closed, so that's why I got that error a few seconds ago with the other command. The area will be hatched even though one or more gaps exist. Let's see what happens. Okay, it looks pretty good. We can press enter and preview. Oh yeah, that comes up quite nicely. So when I have a hatch pattern, I can also go to properties and I have an area right there. So whether you use the bpoly command or the hatch command, or simply trace around the property with a polyline and create your own manually, then or p-edit all the edges together, however you want to do it, the idea is to get the areas. So we have grass islands in the center, all of these little grass islands, and there's a little bitty strip there and there on either side of the sidewalk, grass island there, and grass island here. Once you have all of the grass, we've already accounted for all the building, so the remainder is concrete and asphalt. So if you figure up the building and you figure up all of the grass total, subtract that from the overall site area. And what is that? Well, let me just erase this for demonstration purposes. We have the property corners, the blue property line. So if I copy that, this segment or section that we're going to develop, this phase 1, press enter 3 times, and then I just p-edit this together, yes, with the join option. Now I have a polyline. So take your grass and your building and subtract it from this overall area, and that'll give you your concrete and asphalt. Okay, so then you can close this drawing and then go back to your drawing with your tables on your dimension plan, and you can populate the information. For the existing table, we know that there's no building on there, so that's going to be 0 square feet in acres. For the concrete and asphalt, there was nothing on there, so really the entire site was grass and soil. The values that you get in CAD when you're doing these areas are going to be in square feet. So you simply divide that by 43,560, because that's how many square feet there are in an acre, and that'll provide your acre value. Okay, so then just print this out or create a DWF file and submit it to your instructor. So if you're in my class, you will email the DWF file. If you are in another instructor's class, you will submit the drawing the way that they asked you to. Okay, that's it. Good luck.